Good morning, YouTube. I feel like on the daily I had to hold myself accountable in here, making sure I have more energy than I actually have. But hey, we're a few days out. It's Saturday, and man, I saw a message just now saying like, hey, it's Hell Week. You know, this is Warrior Week. This is where we get down, put our head down, ignore the numbness, and just keep moving forward. We are all built to conquer mountains, to conquer people. I fear no man. All I fear is mediocrity. Speaking of fearing mediocrity, check out this hat. Team Tua. Take uncommon action. This is a brand, my brand, and honestly guys, what we're trying to do, or what we're striving to do, is building a brand where, like, this is the main core, the main belief. Like, one of our beliefs is to work to master a physically demanding modality that pushes your body and mind. One of our beliefs is to believe in the inner greatness that resides within everyone, that it must be discovered and expressed through hard work to grow. And we also resist and avoid the temptation of mediocrity that resides within everyone. And we serve people by taking on common action, and we pursue diligently the physical, mental, and spiritual betterment of oneself in the endeavor of purpose and passion. This is Team Tua, and being part of Team Tua, I feel very responsible in being a leader amongst not only myself, amongst others around me, and just for the whole community. This is not anything where it's like I'm trying to, I don't know, it's something different, man. So if you guys haven't looked into Take Uncommon Action, the Team Tua brand, please do. We are going to blow up like crazy. Just wait. We're in the early stages of releasing more merch. This is one of the things that we are releasing, this hat, and we have another hat releasing, as well as a shirt. I've been helping with the branding, with some of the launches. I have a background in illustration and design, so to support the brand, brothers, go and check out the shop. I'll put a link in my bio here soon, but let's get this back day started. Forgive my my form. Just gotta ignore how the body feels and just keep moving forward. Common thing in prep is fatigue, feeling tired, feeling like we can't finish our workout, and feeling flat. So many negative things telling ourselves going into a peak week that a lot of people do. Don't be all the other people. Be a professional. You signed up for this. You signed up for this lifestyle. There are so many things in your life that are way harder than what you're putting your body through right now. And if this is the first time that you're experiencing hard times, embrace it. Embrace the grind and watch it mold you into a better person. Build better habits. Take the uncommon steps to pursue your dreams, your goals. And man, people will start to notice. And you know, one of the things I struggled with was comparing myself to the careers of my siblings. My brothers are successful in their career. My sister's doing awesome. They all have houses. And I used to like look back and be like, shoot, I don't have a house yet. But I need to stop comparing what they have and what I don't have and understand that, hey, my journey is way different from theirs, way different. Am I bummed to not having a house right now and living in an apartment? No, not anymore, because I don't want to be tied to a house that I absolutely don't know if I'm going to stay there for a long period of time. To be honest, I don't even know where I want to stay long term, but all I do know is I want to stay here in Arizona for a good period of time, because when I did sales, I traveled a little bit. I went to Virginia, Texas, New Mexico. I've been to Idaho, I've been to Utah, I've been to Colorado. Colorado was an awesome place, actually. The snow in all those states with snow was just like, it was a little annoying. Colorado was definitely the best in regards to like experiencing all seasons. You see all seasons in 1 week. It's kind of crazy. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is, yeah, I definitely want to stay in Arizona for sure out of all the places I've lived in, because I really like the diversity here, and also the food culture, just the culture in general. There's so many good people here, and it's like, it's in between of California and Colorado vibes. I really like that. And there's a lot of people that I live by that are very entrepreneurial and just have ambition. So living in a place where there's people more ambitious and just positive vibes, good vibes, is like a good thing. Coming from California, I feel like we were all like just hustling, and I feel like for me, my circle, I just couldn't really connect with them, and I felt stuck. And I've always felt like this pull to always want to be comfortable. So I had to get out of my comfort zone, and so I left at age 18, and ever since then I've just been traveling around, experiencing different people, and honestly it's really benefited me as an individual, because the more you experience new cultures, new landscapes, new everything, you get to broaden your perspective in life and realize, like, just discover humanity as a whole. You become more humble, you fail, you get back up. I failed a lot, guys, at least like financially and trying to figure out the career I want to live. And like I'm 28, where I am now, like I see the big picture now. I put aside all the trauma, all the comparisons, and I see where I want to be. I want to be I want to be in a big humble home with a big porch, with a nice lawn, with a farm in the backyard, and have one TV in the entire home, and work from home, while also like giving all the value to you guys with posing as well as lifestyle, and just kind of like just proving to myself and to others that, because one of the biggest things for me is just like, I grew up believing that I will always look or feel, I guess, poor or just like not having enough in life, and I used that to crush me for so long, and it just wasn't good, man. Just wasn't good. It was limiting me. And being with my wife has been awesome, because she is very ambitious herself, and she's very mature spiritually, physically, and mentally. So she definitely helped me get out of it, as well as the circle that I'm part of too. So let's get into this next working set. I'm talking too much. Hopefully what I shared is bring some sort of value to you guys. So let's get it. We're listening to Metallica today. We need all the energy we need to motivate us. Metallica was my favorite band of all time at first, but then I discovered Slipknot. I definitely like more of the new metal aggression Slipknot gives. Hey, Wow, this was sliding off. That felt uncomfortable. We're definitely feeling a pump in the lower back, guys. It may not look like it, but
The traps are turned off. The lats are opening up. Getting a nice squeeze. Being this far out and doing this amount of weight is freaking awesome, man. Like, I can't tell you last year enough that, not last year, last show day or show week, I was just like taking off weight, thinking that as the weight was going down, that I was losing muscle and I wasn't gonna be strong anymore, but we're pushing, man. Last year, or last prep show day, wow, my brain fog is hitting me. I was 147 pounds. Right now I'm 157. So there's a 10-pound difference here. I'll probably lose another 4 to 5 pounds, we'll see. But it's kind of crazy because being at 147 pounds, I could have pushed it a little bit more. I could have been leaner. I probably could have been down to 142 if I'm being honest. But this time, I just look way bigger, muscular wise. 2 years paid off. And yeah, the shape, the lines, the posing has gotten better. And I just can't wait to see what we bring on stage, especially when we start carbing up. I'm excited to show you what I'm gonna be eating on my main carb load day next week. It's gonna be a crazy one. It's gonna be crazy, it's gonna be good. You guys are in for a treat. Whew. Your boy needs to use the restroom really bad. I was wearing, I do all I can so I don't go. So when I wear shorts, when I feel a breeze on my ankles or my legs, like I just need to go all the time. So I was wearing shorts earlier today, but we had to throw on some big pants because your boy, to keep himself from going to the restroom all the time, we just need to warm our legs up, warm the upper body. Let's get this next set. Oh man, For Whom the Bell Tolls, a classic. Classic, classic, bro. Let's get it. Oof, 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 ay, oh, oof, 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 oh. Oh, that left side, man, I need to control it a little bit more. Gotta be mindful of that for my future sets. I think we're only doing 3 sets, guys. And then we're gonna move on to the next one. The next workout is gonna be, I believe it's gonna be a, machine neutral grip, which I'm all about. At this point, I'm all about doing all workouts where I'm sitting down. Gives me a break for these legs, because we did 30 minutes of Stairmaster and 45 minutes of incline walk on a treadmill, and the legs are feeling like jello. Can't imagine how it's gonna be next week, because Monday and Tuesday cardio, it's gonna be a fun one. Gotta get ready for war. Let's go. Lock in. Strap yourself in, just like you're about to get strapped into a warship, ready for war. The body hurts. The body really hurts, but we gotta keep going. we are designed to keep going. You see, when you take your body to failure, when you work out, the more you put your body through failure and ramping up the intensity every day in your workouts, it's like you are humbling yourself every morning or night before you begin your day, whether it be in the morning or starting your day for the next day leading up to your night workout. These failures and these intensity sets really just build the mind. Like when you don't want to go anymore, you just keep on pulling the weight or pushing the weight, and like right there and then when you have like those mental battles in life, whether something bad happens to you through a coworker or through a loved one, through your partner, like you'll be able to recognize that failure, those intense hits that hurt. And when you feel that, you're just like, I've been here before. And what did I do? I kept on pushing the weight, not letting it, not allowing it to control me, but I control it, because I am the conqueror of the mind, of the body. So think about that next time. You are pushing yourself at the gym, and there's many times where you want to quit, but you keep going anyways. So when a roadblock comes into your head in your life, just whatever you're doing, compare the two. They could be very similar and you could push through it. Don't leave any stone unturned. Keep going forward, fail forward. Stop being idle. Stop waiting for people to tell you what to do, or relying on some sort of like TED Talk podcast. Like, you've been here before, man. You've been through hard things. You could do this. This song I'm listening to from the Ride the Lightning album from Metallica, the song is called Trapped Under Ice. It could be very methodical. Just picture that. Use visual representation to push yourself. You're trapped under ice. You feel stuck. You're frozen. It hurts. Are you gonna do all you can to formulate your mind, to wiggle out of it, to break the ice, to come above? Push past your limits. We're gonna do a wide grip now. Let's go. In case you guys are wondering how long my resting period is, I usually keep it around a minute 30 seconds. Sometimes I just like sit there and just kind of allow the body to heal and as soon as I catch my breath, or my heart rate is pretty like slow, that's when I start my next set. So it's all different depending on the lift, especially if I'm doing a compound lift where it's super heavy, then I take longer rest periods. We're definitely feeling a pump today, guys. Even though they've read this much out, like the pump isn't real. I just feel all the blood flow just boiling up into my lats. You see, guys, when you're working out, always focus on the lats. The lats is what builds width. People ask like, oh, like, let's work on density, let's work on the thickness of the back. Don't worry, guys, the thickness of the back will grow. It just takes a lot of time. This whole workout style, at least building your physique, building muscle, it's a marathon, man. When I first started, I thought I could gain 5 pounds of muscle a month, but that's a lie. It takes so much time. Like, just look at it. Like, My last show day I was 147. Right now I'm 157. And in 2 years, like, this is how much I put on. That is a lot more realistic than what I was trying to achieve then. And on top of that, like, genetics, everybody's different. We build muscle differently. And yeah, like, you just never know what your potential is like until you try, and just see how consistent you are with these lifts. So be patient, guys, and be consistent. Track your macros. Track your macros perfectly for months, for years, and you'll see a lot of progress, man, because I know I did. I slept on macros for so long, for like 4 to 5 years of lifting. I didn't track anything. I just went off of looks and feel, and I plateaued pretty hard. But when I hired a coach, shoot, man, I grew so much 4 months after hiring a coach that I thought I hit the newbie gains already, but I didn't. He helped me realize, like, there's still much more newbie gains to gain. And I'm still seeing it today, man. Like, even in a deficit right now, I still feel like I'm maintaining strength and muscle. Like, we're lifting relatively the same as 2 months out. That's like a win. So control your weights, control your sets, just control everything, man. Control everything. Let's get into this next set. Sorry for talking a lot, guys. Sometimes when you guys are watching, I just want to give you some love, and at the same time, you guys are helping me out. Just maintaining energy. Failure is being achieved every single day. We're building character. We're building character. Come on. Yeah, guys, on back day, nothing crazy. We're constantly just camping at this pull down / row machine. Gotta make it as simple as possible. Move as little as possible. Ho ho ho. Working on this turtle shell, man. Growing up, I was really into Ninja Turtles. Favorite turtle is definitely Leonardo, but the more I grow older, like, I'm interested to learn more about Michelangelo, because he is the last Ronin, and he's been recorded as the most talented because he was given the nunchucks. This is, I believe in lore, nunchucks to be the hardest weapon to master out of the 4. And yeah, I really want to read that comic actually, just because I've read into the material a little bit and it just seems so sad, man. Knowing that Michelangelo, the one that is like the one with the mouth and just like always wanting to have a good time, to be the last Ronin and to have his own story arc, and he's just freaking like fighting to survive and redeem his brothers, is just, I feel like I could relate in a way, not like redeem my brothers or anything, but like I believe he's the youngest too, so I'm the youngest in my family, so I feel like I could vibe with that. But anyways, Ninja Turtles, favorite show growing up. I watched the OG ones too, the one where it's like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, like that one. And then I watched the 2000 version too. That one was actually really good. Like the lore and the background, like the storytelling is super awesome. And the animation was great at the time. I feel like that is probably the best story arc in my opinion for Ninja Turtles. And on top of that, the Shredder in that universe is just freaking stone cold, man. His music, his armor, his look, his background is just like, the dude is completely like insane. So recommend checking that out. I don't know where they stream it on, but it's a good series, man. That's a series I would definitely go back to and like rewatch it all, because yeah, so many good memories with that one, and so many like side characters that they create where you're just like, you like resonate with specific characters and just like, man, like this is an awesome show. So super vague, but yeah, those are my thoughts on that. All right, set number 2. Come on, Josh. Oh. 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 Ooh. Oh. Hey. Oh. Oh. Back double bicep right here, guys. All right, let's push the body. Push the body, make it uncomfortable. I like being uncomfortable. Once you get used to it, it's hard to give up. I believe that's what Arnold Schwarzenegger says. Or maybe he says, I don't like being uncomfortable. But once you get used to it, it's hard to give up. That's how I felt this morning with Stairmaster. I didn't want to give up. I kept going. Come on, pump. Stay there. Stay with me. Stat. Hey. On the lap, on the elbow. You know, this far out, guys, we're not even thinking about what we're gonna have after show day. I got no time for that. When you think about what you're gonna eat before or after your show, like having a pizza or a burger, you already lost. Focus on the day. Don't focus on show day and what you're gonna eat after. Don't get in your head. mediocre people, amateurs, they think about food all the time. I'm just thinking about the mind and how I can shape it to be stronger than before. Every day is something new, and I try to take that new objective and make myself stronger. Like today, I had to drive all the way back to my place to get my cardio done, and that takes time. It's a 15-minute drive, but hey, it felt long to me. And on top of that, just because I'm dog sitting, I had to take the dogs out to use the restroom and then get ready. And getting ready these days in the morning is kind of a struggle because of how slow I'm walking and everything. And just like the output of energy just by walking affects me like feeling sluggish and getting to my destination. So yeah, time is important to me right now. So it's like what I do in my day-to-day with energy is like so important, man. We gotta reserve energy for this new week. We're going to war. We're going to war. Shout out to Metallica. They're really helping me out in today's workout. The thrash metal, the classics. Just finished the Ride the Lightning album, and now we're moving on to Master of Puppets. Alright guys, we're back from the gym. It's pretty wild, man. So I forgot to pack a rice cake. All of our rice cakes are gone, and we went grocery shopping like briefly yesterday on our way to the place where I'm taking care of the dogs because I'm dog sitting, like I mentioned before. And all my sauces and everything are all missing just because we took a bag to the location, and so I'm missing some stuff. So if you guys are like, you feel like your routine, your structure, everything's all messed up, like don't go crazy and just like eat whatever and hope that it adds up to your macros. Like you have to adapt and really control your emotions and just make it happen anyways. For example, I had to have 20 grams of ketchup, like no sugar added ketchup on my eggs, and the ketchup is at my other location. And I don't have time right now just because in an hour I have a posing session. So what we have on hand is a sweet honey, and instead of having 20 grams of ketchup, I could only have like 5 grams of this. So that's all we're having with these eggs. And on top of that, earlier today, I packed only 1 rice cake. For some reason, I thought I would be good with 1 rice cake, but I was supposed to have 2 this morning. So instead of like freaking out and just being like, oh shoot, I need like another rice cake, should I drive back and pick up rice cakes or should I go to the store? We had oats on hand, so I had to use, I believe, like 17 grams of oats instead. And we made it work, man. I was still able to hit my macros. We just gotta adapt. Another thing too, I thought we had tuna. We don't. So I had to go to the store, grab some tuna, and be on my way there. And on top of that, we need more chicken too. Oh my gosh, like there's so many things that are, I guess, technically wrong in the day, but hey, we just gotta work with it. We can't freak out, and we just gotta make the whole plan work throughout the day. So good thing we have diet drinks here back home. And so I just had a diet drink to hold me over, giving myself the illusion that, hey, it's giving me energy. And it's just, I use memories to help me out, guys, with energy. The Barks root beer that I had, that diet drink, it makes me think about Lucio's, you know, the big chain, the barbecue place. And when I drink it, I just think about my times hanging out with my family, drinking a Parks root beer, having my pulled pork sandwich with barbecue sauce with French fries and macaroni. And that like really kind of calms me down and just puts me at zen and be like, man, I really appreciate food. I'm supposed to have carbs with this, but we have no carbs at all here, at least like to replace my rice cake. So I had to move that rice cake to later in the day, which is totally fine. We could work with that. There's a lot of people out there that have their breakfast where it's just eggs, so yeah, it's all good. But that's why we got seasoning too. The seasoning I'm using, guys, it's called Everything Bagel seasoning with Asiago cheese flavor. So that's it right there. This is actually, I'm gonna drizzle some on my eggs just because I have a feeling it's gonna taste really good. Like a cheesy with mustard and barbecue sauce bagel. You gotta play with what you have, man. So check this out. That is the meal. Here, let me tilt it a little bit more. That's the meal that we're gonna have. It's barbecue sauce, Kraft sweet honey with mustard and that bagel cheese. So pretty excited to have this actually. And I can't get in my head about it, guys. I used to be so married to like, oh, carbs will give me energy. Like I need my carbs, I need my carbs. But like, I just worked out, I had pre-workout, 200 milligrams of it. I have the energy. I just need to calm down and control my variables and all that good stuff. The chicken that I'm cooking for later today, it's another thing too. It is almost done. And I'm putting water in my pan just to get all of the amount of protein and just like the flavor. I actually put water in it so I could drink the broth after. Like I'm literally, after I put the chicken in a container to take it to go for later, I'm just gonna drink the broth just to like kind of give me more calories. Well, not more calories, but the set calories I have for the day. Anyways, I digress. Thank you so much for watching, guys. And truly, for everybody that have been watching the videos, like thank you. Like it's really helping us out a ton. We're getting close to hitting 1,000 subscribers here soon. We're at like 915 or something. So like, comment, subscribe, do all the good stuff. And guys. For those of you who are struggling to achieve their fitness goals, like you're not the only one. There's trial and error to this all. Like you guys could do this. Keep moving forward. And when you mess up, like don't beat yourself up about it. Just take data, accept failure, and move forward. And the next day is just a new day. We're on reset. Just imagine we're like a video game. This level was hard. We had a little bit of setback. We died a few times. And just see it as the new day or the new loadout in the middle of the day, whatever, when you have a reset in the middle of the day or at the end of the day, like you're good, you're fine. You are the protagonist of your story. You're in charge of your journey. So, love you guys. Fear mediocrity, be uncommon, and keep a lookout for these hats that are releasing within the next couple of weeks. Team Tua, take uncommon action. Go destroy your goals. Have a good one.